I'm going to be recording just my screen over here for our live lessons, just so I can post it on Google Classroom for people that weren't able to join us. So you're not being recorded, it's just my other screen. I have two screens in front of me today. All right, so we're going to just do a quick little review for exponents. I may ask you some questions, and so when I ask those questions, for right now, we'll put our answers in the comments, so make sure you have paper and pencil. There may be times I may allow you to use the calculator on certain things, and I'll show you what I mean in just a minute. Just because if you understand the concept, if you don't put it in the calculator wrong, it'll still be wrong, but it may be easier for a couple of the questions on Imagine Math to use the calculator. So I don't know that that is enabled in the pathway, but you can definitely use one from a phone or a computer or whatever in order to help you. And so I'll show you a couple of those along the way. So again, please, for this, it's super important that you have paper and pencil because we want to make sure. So if you've just joined us, make sure you have some type of paper and pencil to write with, because we're going to be talking about exponents and order of operations. All right, so in 5th grade, you talked about order of operations. This is something that you've already done. However, in 6th grade, we're going to add in something called exponents. So some numerical expressions may contain more than one of the same factors. So like, for example, we have 5 times 5 times 5. With that being said, 5 times 5 times 5 can be written in shorthand as 5 to the 3rd power. With an exponent, your base number is this whole number right here, and your exponent tells how many times this number has been multiplied by itself. So you can write 3 to the 5th power in expanded form, which refers to a base and an exponent written as repeated multiplication. So 3 to the 5th power is 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. So you can write it in exponential form, or you can write it in expanded form. Exponential form is what you're going to be seeing a lot of. It's a shortcut for writing repeated multiplication. So we know a multiplication is repeated addition. Exponents are repeated multiplication of the same factor. So this must include an exponent. So for example, 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 is 2 to the 4th power. That means I'm multiplying 2 times itself 4 times. What I would like for you to do and type in the comments is tell me what is 2 to the 4th power. If I multiply 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, what is the product of that expression? So go ahead and multiply that and type in the comments the product. I'll give you about a minute. Set my timer. All right, so it looks like everybody answered, and everybody had a different answer, which is okay, because that way we can really talk about it. So we're going to look at this as an expression, and you know order of operations expressions. So if you remember order of operations, your teacher should have, especially if you're in Alvin ISD, they should have taught you GEMDAS, which means grouping symbols, exponents, multiplication and division, and addition and subtraction. Well, just look at this as a normal or order of operations expression. There's only one operation in this particular case, which is going to be multiplication. So you want to take two numbers at a time and you want to multiply them together. 2 times 2 is 4. Then I'm going to bring all of my other numbers down from my expression. Okay. 4 times 2 is 8. And then I'm going to multiply 8 times 2 and 8 times 2 is going to give me 16. So the answer to 2 to the 4th power is 16. So it's important that you multiply each one of those numbers together and that you just continue to multiply. Again, it's multiplication of the same factor over and over again. All right, so how would you represent 4 times 4 times 4 using an exponent? Okay, so you probably won't be able to type in exponents, but you could say whatever to the whatever power. For example, if I said, how would I represent 3 times 3, I could type out 3 to the, and I would say second power. Okay, so you could say 3 to the second, whatever. So I want you to type out in the comments 4 times 4 times 4. What is that as an exponent? Again, we're focused on 4 times 4 times 4. This one right here. Okay, give about 10 more seconds. All right, so 4 times 4 times 4. If I'm writing it using an exponent, then I'm going to write it as 4 to the 3rd power. Now tell me, what is the product of 4 to the 3rd power? What is the product? What is 4 times 4 times 4? What is the product of 4 to the 3rd power? What is 4 times 4 times 4? Give me the number. Okay, great job. So 4 times 4 is 16, and 16 times 4 is 64. So 4 to the 3rd power is 64. All right, write the expanded form of 7 to the 4th power. Now, you should be able to do that in the comments. Write that in expanded form. An example of expanded form, this is an expanded form example right here. So go ahead and write in expanded form 7 to the 4th power. Okay, give about 10 more seconds. Still waiting on a couple people. Hi, Joe. If you've joined us today, we're answering questions. Please make sure you have paper and pencil in front of you, and we're typing some things in our comments. All right, very good. So 7 to the 4th power is 7 times 7 times 7 times 7. All right, now let's go ahead and find the product of 7 to the 4th power. What is the product of 7 to the 4th power? Go ahead and type that in the comments. That means you're multiplying 7 times 7 times 7 times 7. And I'm okay if you use a calculator for this. I'm okay if you use a calculator. No, we're not adding 7 plus 7 plus 7. We are multiplying 7 times 7 times 7 times 7. So if you're thinking 28, that's not what it is. You want to multiply it over and over again. So again, I'm okay for this one if you use a calculator. Because guess what? In pre-AP math, not in 6th grade, but pre-AP math 7th grade, you get a calculator. So you got to know how to use a calculator properly. The calculator is only as smart as you. So if you don't know what to put in the calculator, you'll still get it wrong. You're not cheating. So use the calculator for this one. Okay. You can use your phone calculator, whatever. I'll give you about 10 more seconds. Alrighty. So if I look at 7 times 7, that's going to give me 49. Bring everything down. 49 times 7 gives me, I believe it's 343. Bring everything down. And then when I multiply 343 times 7, I get 2,401. Okay? So 2,401 is the correct answer. Now, let's look at this expression here. It says, how could we write this expression using exponents? So we want to take this expression and we want to write it in exponents, which means we want to kind of simplify it, write it in shorthand. And so I see two sets of exponents that can be written here. So I want you to write this expression using exponents. So we're going to rewrite it using exponents. Go ahead. Well, I'll show you what that is for this one, just because I'm going to give you some other ones later. So 2 times 2 would be 2 to the 2nd power times 3 times 3 times 3. So that would be 3 to the 3rd power. So 2 to the 2nd power times 3 to the 3rd power. So basically I'm taking this expanded form and I'm changing it to exponential form. Okay. And you'll have to do a lot of that when we do prime factorization and things like that. In 6th grade, you'll talk about that probably actually during the school year. But you will have to understand how to change an expression that's an expanded form to exponential form. Now, what I would like for you to do is find the answer to 2 to the 2nd power times 3 to the 3rd power. What is 2 to the 2nd power, which is 2 times 2, times 3 to the 3rd power, which is 3 times 3 times 3. I'm going to set the timer to about 30 seconds. Alrighty. So let's take a look at it. 2 to the 2nd power is 2 times 2. Well, I know 2 times 2 is 4. 3 to the 3rd power is 3 times 3 times 3. Well, 3 times 3 is going to make 9. And then 9 times 3 is going to give you 27. So basically, I'm multiplying 4 times 27. When you multiply 4 times 27, you end up with 108. Good job, you guys. Alrighty.